Good morning. Um, hmm. So this is quarantine. It's not really quarantine. Okay, look, I need to talk to you about something that I think is really important. And it has to do with the current times. And so I just have to share it. It's on my mind, but it's also it's it's killing me. So I have to share this with you right now. So this quarantine thing we're doing it for 14 days, right? Because we think that's the period of kind of like that this virus has to run its course. But the word quarantine comes from the Italian phrase quaranta giorni, and it basically means 40 days. Quaranta giorni, 40 days. We know that Jesus fasted in the desert for 40 days, and we know that the period of Lent is 40 days. So what's been on my mind has been, number one, the problem with quarantining for just 14 days. It's kind of like, and I understand why we're only doing it for 14 days because people have to get back to work, but that's fine. I'm not addressing that because I can't. This is our economy. We have our politicians and our communities that are going to be dealing with that. But what I want to deal with you about is your 40 days of quarantine, my 40 days of quarantine. 40 days, the number 40 is hugely significant. So this is the year 2020, 2020, 20 plus 20 is 40. 40 is achingly important for us right now. So I'm saying that what we need to do is quarantine for 40 days. Now, if you're Catholic, you've already been in Lent. We're in the Easter season. We're in Lent season right now. So um, you're already giving up something for 40 days. What I'm saying is that all the rest of us, I feel that what Spirit is calling us to do this year is to give up something that's holding us back for 40 days. And what we're going to do is create a quarantine situation where we're isolating ourselves and we're giving ourselves time to heal for 40 days. So I want to invite you to join me in this quarantine. And I shouldn't call it quarantining because it's not like I really expect you to stay home from work, because once your job opens back up, you're going to go back to work. And if you work like me, you work from home anyway. But it's not really about it's not really about not working. It's about not doing the thing. I'll tell you what it's about. It's about keeping your word to yourself for 40 days straight. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to write down what it is you need to keep your word to yourself about, whether it's about the food you eat, the way you talk, the way you think, the way you believe, how you meditate, how you manage your day, how you interact with your children, with your husband, with your friends, how often you visit your grandmother. 40 days of keeping your promise. That is what I'm getting from this coronavirus, that we need to take ourselves out of the old habit. The disease was, I don't keep my word to myself. I break my promises. I say I'm going to do something and then I'll do it for 3 days and then I stop. That is what I'm challenging. And that is what I'm inviting you to. So I'm going to be making my list and of things that I'm going to the promises I'm going to keep to myself. And my list is going to be extensive because I have been in a very, very deep, dark night of the soul journey, and I'm ready to let go of those things, all of these things. You may not be there. So maybe you're going to do just one or two or three things, but they need to be really important and they need to challenge you. So yesterday, I was guided to be present with this concept of having to give up the things that I need to give up. And what I saw was that I was like an addict. The moment it hit me that I could not do the things that I do that are detrimental to me, in that moment, I felt so much terror inside. And I cried, I cursed, I kicked, I screamed. I was so angry. There was so much rage inside me that I was being asked to give up the thing that gives me pleasure. And just that response alone was enough to show me that something was very, very wrong. I knew something was wrong, but that was just, it was the icing on the cake. So what I'm going to be doing is posting daily videos here to really walk this path for, in integrity. I need you to witness me, right? I need to put this out so that this is an added level of scrutiny, so that if I'm not keeping my word, I've got another level of accountability. And if you want to join me, I totally invite you to do this with me. Yeah, that's what these videos are going to be about. And I'm going to call them, what am I going to call them? I am going to call them not quarantine, although it is about the quarantine. It's what's brought me up. It's made me see that I'm sick. I need to be quarantined. I need to be like Jesus in the desert. I need to be taken away from everything, from all the distractions that take me away from God. For me, that's what this is about. This is about me getting closer to God and recognizing my real truth. Not the person who's trying to have success in the three-dimensional world. This is about the human being who has a soul and who has divinity, but who has lost her way from her divinity, who doesn't understand her power, and who's hidden by egoic and personality stuff, like old stuff that doesn't matter, old beliefs, old thought patterns, old fears, doubts. All that stuff is like blinding me to my divinity. And so I am desiring to obliterate those things. I want to wipe the scales from my eyes so that I can see through my divinity. That's what this 40-day program is about. I invite you to join me. I'm going to be here making daily posts, and maybe I'll even set up a web page, or maybe I'll set up a Facebook group. I'm going to set up a Facebook group, and I'm going to invite you to join my Facebook group, and I'll be making posts here and in my Facebook group. All right? Okay. That's it for now. Just sending you a message of love and respect. And yeah. All right. Signing off. When is this thing starting? For me, it starts tomorrow. You can start when you want. You need time to prepare. I'll talk about that though in another video. Okay. I'll see you. But I'm starting Sunday, March 29th, whatever that is. Today is Saturday, March 28th. I'm starting Sunday, March 29th. Okay? All right. Bye for now.